So I just finished playing the Marauders closed alpha for the first time, and I have some thoughts. Some things the game gets right, and some things that they just don't quite have yet. But before we get to that, if you're new around here, hi, hello, my name is FinestXI. I play a lot of video games over at twitch.tv/FinestXI. If you get a kick out of this video, give it a thumbs up for me. If you enjoy content like this, then hit the subscribe button. Shockingly few of you who watch my videos are subscribed, so let's change that. Alright, so Marauders. Think of it as Escape from Tarkov meets Sea of Thieves. That's really the best way I can think to put it. Essentially, you're space pirates and your job is to fly into one of the 2 maps currently in the game and get to the terminal safely. There's actually a lot more to it than that, but we'll get there in a second. Once inside, you explore, loot, PvP or PvE. When you're ready to leave, you get back in your ship if you care enough about it to take it with you, or just take an escape pod and fly to one of the extracts. Once you're safely out, you have traders, crafting, and cosmetics to keep you busy. That's all pretty Escape from Tarkov-esque. The Sea of Thieves aspect comes from the fact that you can board enemy ships either before or after they've docked. So remember when I said your mission is to get to the terminal safely? If you so choose, you can just stay outside the map, fly around and attack enemy ships, board them with your pods, and take out everyone inside. And you can do that pretty much to your heart's content, or until the raid ends. You're not safe when you're flying into the map, and you're not safe when you're flying out of it. Enemy ships can shoot you down or board your ship to and from the docking station. So yeah, the idea is pretty straightforward, nothing that hasn't been done before, at least not separately, I suppose. These gameplay loops put together like this may be fairly new. So let's talk about what I like about the game, then we'll get to the not so good stuff in a little bit. First of all, the game is about space pirates with aesthetics that mimic the Nintendo 64 era of gaming. That's pretty fucking cool. The guns are all from World War II, because why not? I couldn't tell you why they went in this direction, but I can tell you it doesn't bug me one bit. The guns are actually really fun to use. Some of them have minimal recoil and some of them have a lot of recoil. So I think there's a nice balance there. Overall, PvP and PvE is intense. It gets your heart racing, and as a newer player, it's still very difficult for me to discern who is AI and who is an actual player. So every encounter is a mystery, which does keep the action very fresh. The crafting system is cool and does a good job at providing a nice clear reason to level up. The more you level, the more crafts you unlock. Great. Traders rotate in and out every 15 minutes, so what you can buy at any given time is always a mystery. The good news is each trader seems to have enough gear to get you in a game. Right now, it's currently meta to buy gear from traders just so you can scrap it and use the parts to craft what you need specifically. So far, I've had no problem gearing up, but that's assuming you don't run out of money, which I haven't done yet, to be fair. Money does seem to be fairly easy to come by, especially if you hit certain hotspots like behind doors, or if you find a blowtorch and blow the vault hinges off of the door and get to all the goodies inside. There's lootable containers everywhere in the form of boxes, bags, etc. Tons of things that don't look like they can be looted, but in fact they can. Also locked doors that you can use simple lockpicks to access that house valuable loot. I'm gonna make a bold assumption here and say that knowledge is power when it comes to money. If you know where to go and you can get in and out quickly, you shouldn't have too much trouble making money. It's just the learning the map and getting the hang of the mechanics part that might cost you a little bit of money before you quote unquote get good. Alright, so what is not so good about Marauders? Well, let me preface this by saying I'm currently playing the game in closed alpha. I know it's been beat to death, but this game is still early in its development and we need to remember that. Many things I have a problem with, I expect to be fixed over time, such as content. While I'm having a great time right now, I am a little worried about what happens in the future after I unlock all the crafts and get through most of what the game has to offer. Because then I won't have much to do besides play the game with top level gear, which will definitely be fun for a little while. Is this game gonna have seasons or dare I say wipes? I'm not sure about any of that, but you can always add more guns, maps, cosmetics, and overall things to do over time. My next little issue with the game can be more broadly described as QOL problems. As in, there's plenty of little tweaks and keybinds that could be added to improve the quality of life in Marauders. Again, that's just something that the players can give feedback on over time, and eventually you'd expect to see more and more QOL as development progresses. An example of where we could use a little love is in the looting system. Currently, there's no way to instantly click something to or from your inventory, which makes things a little clunky. You just have to drag the items right now. There's also no hotkeys for meds or anything like that. You have to heal by going to your inventory. The game does at least allow you to rotate items though, thank God. It took Daisy years to figure that one out. Another thing that could use a little work is movement. And I'm not talking your own character's movement necessarily, although there is a healthy amount of up and down inertia that I felt really made my character feel jiggly. What I mean is when you and a teammate are running side by side, your characters get a little too close and the game tends to just freak out a little bit. It seems like it has trouble trying to figure out what to do with the collision, and it just kind of makes it feel bad to try and navigate in and around your teammates. It almost feels a little rubber bandy, if that makes any sense at all. To be honest though, I've only had fun with this game, and at this point, I'm really not worried about the future of development. I'm just enjoying the here and now. Obviously, we can speculate on the future of this game and on what they should or shouldn't add for hours, but I'm just trying to have fun. I did find that I enjoy the game much more than I thought I would when I was just watching people play it. It was just one of those things where I thought it was alright when I was watching my friends play, but once I actually hopped in myself, I had a lot more fun that way. My first impressions for Marauders: the game is enjoyable. You should try it out. Also, one more thing. I have a Patreon page where you can support the channel and gain early access to my videos like these fine viewers have here. Special shout out to the VIPs: Nick RSA, Dr. Johan, Calabag, Hughes6707, Jokes with Dad, Devnot Dallas, and Willy Boy Wonder. Comment down below if you've picked up Marauders and let me know how you guys feel about it. That's all for now. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.